What's going on, guys? Element Games here, back with you for another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 TURs in Dokkan of 2020. So, you already know, it's gonna start, I mean, not at the moment. I mean, the celebration for the PyCon and Jenema is looking pretty, promising right now. But, later as we get on to the celebration, it's gonna start getting into the dry season. So, we gotta get some content somehow. So, we're gonna start doing these top 10s. So yeah. So bear in mind with us, like, if you see a lot of these, sorry, but, it's like something we can do that's a little easier, and, when there's no content in the game, there's not much you can do other than just try to find a way to sneak in something. So yeah, we're going to take a look at the top 10 TURs, like I said, for this video, and before we start, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment if you could, and yeah, let's get straight into this. Alright, so, number 10, we got, this is like a pick for the both of us, we got PyCon here. So PyCon, he's very good. He's definitely very good. What is it? TUR, and I mean, we can't, at the moment of recording this, we can't judge him super well. We're like basically going off of like raw gut, I guess, at this point. But like from what we saw from the first looks in like the private server, he looks really good, because like this is being recorded literally like an hour after he has actually dropped in game. So yeah.
Okay, so like for this, it's hard to say where he goes, him and Jenema both, because like you said, like they just came out. We haven't even seen them in like I haven't seen them in certain modes, like I don't know, but from first impressions, I feel like he's at least in the top 10, and it was basically, we were basically in a decision between either him, or we were thinking int Go Tanks as the top 10. We were thinking one of them. This is EZA's aren't included, by the way. EZA's will have their separate video. So without EZA's in the mix, we think that he's probably like a top 10, or if not him, then probably Go Tanks. But I think Genema's a little bit further up in the list. Spoiler. Because I think he's better than PyCon from just first looks. But you never know. Things could change easily.
Yeah, I mean, this guy looks really good. He's greatly raising attack for one turn, and he also lowers attack, and then greatly lowers on his what's it called, unit super attack. And then on his unit super attack, he also has super effectiveness against all types, which is very good. And it's not a super hard active skill to get off. Unit super to get off. You only need like a Goku Angel or Vegeta Angel, which isn't too bad actually. Especially with the teams he has.
Oh, speaking of that, his best team is probably Battle Wits, right? Yeah. I'm glad they put on Saviors. His best team is probably Battle Wits, and the leader of Battle Wits is Goku and Vegeta, who are both Angel units. Well, no, Goku's not Angel, but Vegeta's an Angel unit, so you get that right there easy. And I mean, and he links pretty well with them as well, so I think that it works so well to get the unit super attack off. That's not even hard. And then, what was his active? His active is 50 when you're facing one enemy. It's the 4th turn, and their HP
is 50%.
That's not even that bad. It's just like you're not gonna get it in like a lot of different modes though. Like you're not gonna get that in EZAs. You're not gonna get that in Battlefield. You'll get it in Dokkan events, probably a lot actually. This is the exact same condition almost as the Blue Fusion. It's almost exactly the same, except they just have to wait an extra like 2 turns.
Yeah,
because they transform on the 4th. But it's pretty much the same thing as that. You can get this in the Legendary Goku event or like Infinite History pretty easily. Super Battle Road is possible, but you gotta kind of get lucky with the you're on the 4th turn like or further, and the last enemy still has 50% HP or more. When you get to that rotation, you could get lucky and do that. But if you do get it, then he basically has a Ghost Usher. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's only one enemy, but I mean, you can only get the active skill with one enemy.
If it was multiple enemies, that'd be crazy.
I mean, it doesn't really matter just because you can only get it with one enemy. So
yeah, that's what I mean. If you could do it with multiple enemies.
So yeah, there's him. I guess just get rid of that. All right. So, number 9, we got the boy Bardock. Bardock is, of course, very good. He's number 9 because I do feel like he can be a bit better than by Ganon solely because of his transformation, because like of everything he's doing. He has, you know, the chance to dodge, he has the damage reduction, he's getting crits, you know, he's getting, what, doesn't he get additionals as well?
He gets additionals, right?
Yeah, he gets additional.
He gets super effective against extreme class, crits against Wicked Bloodline, 18% dodge, 18% damage reduction, what's it called? Yeah, and he does an addition that has a high chance of becoming a super attack.
Yeah, he's just crazy when he's actually transformed. And like his transformation isn't like that bad at all to get. It's very easy to get, really. It's just 4 turns and then you can do it. And you can get it anytime when it's a Wicked Bloodline. So
yeah,
that's just, it's a very good transformation mechanic. It's not bad at all.
His base form is really good too because of his because he has the what's it called? The stacking of defense, right? And he has really good links. He has some pretty good links.
He's also super effective against all types whenever there's a Wicked Bloodline enemy.
Oh, I never realized that in his base form. Okay, that's cool. I always thought his passive was just short. Okay, that's even an extra thing. I mean, sadly, Wicked Bloodline isn't the most like abundant of enemies in this game. That's certainly nothing like Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans that Cooler has, but it is definitely still good if you are, and if you do, like they're gonna release Legendary Frieza event one day. He's gonna be the king of this event. He'll stack up his defense, and in the last phase, he'll just destroy.
So yeah, plenty of reasons why this guy is number 9, and I mean he's just a very good unit. His team is it's okay. Like Revenge is okay. Low Class Warrior isn't really that good. They need to expand on that a little bit. For like especially like units from like the Saiyan Saga or something, they could definitely do. So yeah, but yeah, he's very good nonetheless. All right, so let's move on to number 8. And number 8, we got the girl Kefla. Kefla is, I think, very deserving of being in the top 10 because she has a lot going on, especially like when like it's all like orbs. There's a lot of orbs type things with her. So the amount of orbs you're getting, the more like right here, you get, what is it? 50% attack and high chance to dodge with 6 more key spheres. That's a lot of attack because it also multiplies on. And you're also getting, when you're performing a super, you also get 100% attack, which also multiplies on.
She can hit very hard. Like even in this form, I'm pretty sure I've seen her hit 3.7. Like as long as you got like I think it was just like 50% support like Kava. Yeah. I think you just put next to her, and she just bust out for 3.7 mil, and all she has is 100% attack. So you could assume that when she transforms, she's most definitely hitting 5, nearly 6 million attack stat.
And a lot of that also has to do with her stats as well.
Yeah, she has really high stats.
She's really high.
She's very high. She's one of the highest attack for a TR.
Yeah,
to date.
Then we go to like the other forms.
This is the hardest hitting.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones just because of the fact that they hit so hard. It literally all that happens is the numbers go up. It's literally all that happens.
It's just the number.
It's just the number goes up.
And then you got the transformation as long as you're above 60, right? Yeah. And then the active skill that she gets in Super Saiyan 2 gives her super effective and changes physical key spheres to STR key spheres as long as they're Pure Saiyan or Super Universe Survival Saga. And it's good because Pure Saiyans is pretty abundant in this game. But sometimes you won't be able to get it, but it does suck. But the reason she hits harder in the other form, at least at the start, is because she doesn't get that. She has a higher percentage, right, at this, like when performing a super attack, the 160 instead of 150, but she doesn't get the multiplied buff. Yeah. So she hits lower in this form, but what she can do is when she gets 6 or more key spheres, she gets an additional. But in this form, she also has evading out of the rip, like you don't have to get the orbs for the evading. And then she also, people don't notice this, but that key +2 is actually really helpful. Not on a unit like her necessarily, because she doesn't need key. Universe 6 girls don't need key ever because their links are just full. All of her links are key links except for like what, power bestowed by God or something like in Super Saiyan. Are those the like 2?
Yeah.
Or no, power bestowed by God might be a key link.
Oh, Fierce Battle.
Fierce Battle isn't. But she, nonetheless, she has a lot of key links. So I don't think it's a problem. Her team. Universe 6 is a very little team, but do not sleep on it because we all know how good those awakenings are, the EZAs, those Chaos and Khalifa, and the LR Chaos and Khalifa, like we know how crazy the team can be. And then you have the 50% supports on there. It's a good team. Rapid Growth, I think, is actually slept. Like, people call it team like complete doo-doo. I don't think it's nearly as bad as people say, because like it does have options like Int Gotenks. It has the EZA Wrathful Broly, has the AGLR Gohan. Like, I think it's better than people say, although I don't think I'm not gonna say it's good by any means, but I think it's better than people say. Like, I think her leader skill is slightly better than some people would say. That's personally me.
Yeah. Alright, that was what, number 8? Yes. Yeah. All right, so number 7, we got the boy Beerus. I mean, he's just like a, he's like the kind of person where it's like, I mean, he does raise attack, so like he does build up attack after a long time, but he is like one of the people where I feel like he's kind of like off the rip. He can just be very good
as long as you
get hit.
Give him the key he needs, because that's always the problem with Beerus units. They don't link up with other people. They only link up with like Beerus units. So that's the only problem. It's not like he can't be good, but he's not gonna look nothing special without it, right? But one thing that he does have over a lot of the people is his leader skill. Realm of Gods will always, anyone who has Realm of Gods is always going to be loved for that just for that ability exactly. Like, we forgot to speak on this, but Pycon's leader skill, having super class, just 130 like that, like that's kind of busted. Realm of Gods is like, he's the best leader for Realm of Gods. You can kind of just stick him there and he'll be good, as long as, like, he'll be okay, right? He doesn't have to super attack, because you can have like 2 main rotations, but unlike like It by Goku or like the HL or Zamasu, who like you might have some like defensive issues or something, and they might not like hold their weight. Like Beerus is like against Realm of Gods, he's creating key spheres, right? So the team's all like benefiting from it, and then his defense, he has better defense than the other two, So he's actually more valuable on the team compared to those other leaders. Like, whenever you use them as leaders, you don't really put them on rotation. You kind of just float them.
Yeah, you're not really using them. Unless you're using like what, LRUI, then
yeah,
LRUI.
So the reason we put him above Kefla is, I think solely because they're very similar. I think solely just because of his leader skill, really. His leader skill just being Realm of Gods,
and then it's what is it, active skill as well.
True.
Yeah, his active skill, what is it? Gives him super effective all types, and it's not super hard. 70% or less can be a little bit iffy.
Guaranteed to hit. I forgot about that.
But yeah, it is guaranteed to hit someone.
So like Goku takes so much damage on that turn.
Yeah, you're getting attack and defense with 50%, and that was it multiplies on, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah,
it's like pretty OP. All right. So now we got number 6, and we got the boy Geneva. So yeah, like we said, he's a bit further up than Pycon is, but like I guess now that we're here, we can see like we were saying, his leader skill with the extreme class, 130%. That's just such a busted leader skill. Whenever you have those leaders with the super class or extreme class, their leader skills are always going to be good. Like, why do you think Trunks is still one of the people that you see a lot on the friends list? It's because is the super class, because you can use them with any super class unit. And then his super attack, he's raising defense. He has the guard, only in this form, but I mean, honestly, it's an active skill transformation, so it's not that bad.
He can hit some okay numbers, like it's okay, nothing special. Not in this form, at least. In other form, he can hit like much crazier numbers. Although I do want to add that I saw a turn where the Jenema, the old one, did like the same amount of damage as the transformed version of this one. I do want to point that out there. So that is something that it's kind of iffy. This one's still better because of the he's what's it called? He's supporting. He gives key and attack and defense with type key spheres, 4 or more, and he has damage reduction and guard. Like, think about that. Mm-hmm. So I think in his league skills obviously better. I think overall he's better. Although when I talk about his leader skill, that category isn't nearly as good, I feel like, as Pycon's. I feel like his category is just alright, but I mean, that's my thoughts on it. I don't know what other people think of it, but like, I thought when I looked at it, I felt like Pycon's is better than the mind and body erosion.
I mean, I feel like reading the name just, I mean, if you go off like the translation that a lot of people are putting, like connected hopes, I feel like the name just seems like, I mean, mind and body erosion, is a little bit weird. Like, there's some units I feel like that could be on there. I haven't really checked the categories out too much.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it. Like, the main thing that caught my eye, it was baby units, obviously. That makes sense. Geneva units, Goku Blacks, and then Metal Coolers was the main, like, that was like the main roster I had seen. I might be missing. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but I don't know. I feel like I am, but it just they're both not, they're not big categories at all either. They're pretty small.
Yeah. That's what I did notice. But and then like, all right, so like this is the transformation. The transformation is very good because I mean, his links, you know, is literally the same links as what the SCR and Int Geneva's. Their categories, we all know that they don't have, like Geneva's just don't get a lot of categories. Its passive is very good, you know. If you, if you're getting, 3 or more type key spheres, he's getting a 40% attack. With 1 rainbow key sphere, he's getting a high chance to dodge. He doesn't have the guard, but it's okay. It's not too bad. He also changes key spheres of another type to rainbow, which is also very good because then you can activate the high chance to dodge as well.
Well, let's not even talk about his links though.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he has the same link set as like the SCR and Int one. It's just like,
it's crazy. And then his weakness is his category.
Yeah.
Being very small. Like, he only has 3 because of the new one he got, so I mean, that's crazy. Even Pycon has more categories than Geneva. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, but I mean, they're good categories though. They're not bad categories. All right, so now we got to the top 5. Man, this video is actually kind of long. Top 5, we got Cooler. I mean, I think we all know why Cooler is here. He's just been a very solid unit, even a year later.
Yep.
I mean, he's just, you know, good. He supports. His leader skill is very good. One of the better leader skills in the game. His links are just godly. His transformation isn't super hard, especially because of the Pierce Saiyans. What is it? I guess restriction. I guess to it. But I mean, it can be long if you're not fighting a Pierce Saiyan or Hyper Saiyan.
But it's not that big of a deal because he's still good beforehand. Obviously, sometimes he might not. Like a lot of times, you don't even want to transform because of the support he's giving, right? Don't even get me started. His team itself. Like, if we made a top 10 leader skills video, he'd be easily in the top 10. Easily. We all know how crazy his leader skills is. Terrifying Conquerors and Transformation Boost. That's probably like one of my favorite teams in this game. It's such a fun team. Crazy busted. And then he's supporting those two. Like, come on. He's supporting like fusion characters and all these like other like transformation characters. And then his link set is crazy.
Yeah, his link set stays the same as well, so you can just link him up with the non-transformed version.
And that's an easy formula right there.
Yeah, and then like you're probably getting, most of the time you're probably going to be getting guaranteed crits because if you're fighting Hero Hyper Saiyans, and there's not a lot of like look, his passive isn't even that long, like really. It's like realistically, he's not even that long. It's just like he's just very good.
A beefy 180%, right, attack and defense. Then he has a medium chance of recording a super attack, and it's a guaranteed additional, right? And then crits against hybrids or Super Saiyans. Like, it's simple, but it allows him to be crazy. And then he's also stacking, right? So it allows him to hit very hard.
He's hitting hard.
Especially
he's similar to like someone else's on there, of course. What is it, Bojack?
Yeah,
it's very similar. All right. So next is Frieza. All right. So here we got Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza is very good. One of the better things about him, of course, that we all know is his transformation.
Yes, the easiest transformation.
Active skill, super, like you literally just do it. He raises defense. His team can be good. It needs a little work on the other warrior side.
Yeah, but Resurrected Warriors.
Yeah, Resurrected Warriors.
And don't forget he's giving key plus 4.
Yeah,
he's not just giving that 3. So it helps it. So it helps it kind of stick together. Even though it can be kind of wonky, but it helps it.
His links are pretty good as well.
Also, he always has. Not having big bad bosses always.
Yeah,
but he's not a boss, so I understand why this always sucked. Because he would hit hard. So what? He has the attack moves with 100. He gets extra attack when he gets hit and then he can dodge after he gets hit for 5 turns, right?
And then lowers enemy attack and defense for.
And then he seals, right, on super attack. Yeah, he seals on super. And then, like we said, his active. And then look at the categories.
Yeah, like he has a ton of categories, and then what is it? When you go into the active skill with Golden Frieza, I mean he's massively raising attack,
100%,
100% raise on attack.
Then he already has 120%, right? And then he gets 80 on super, so that like kind of it goes in differently, right? So like it really, when you have support next to him, it makes his attack jump, right? And then
he's also getting the damage reduction as well.
He has a 70% chance to stun the attacked enemy when he does a super attack, right? And then reduces damage. That's the part you never get to see. You never get to see this. The reduced damage by 50%. So if you happen to actually get low with him, then he's reducing damage by 50%. Holy, that's never happened to me. I don't think I've ever gotten below 50 with him, but it's quite crazy. And then once again, similar to Cooler, you can link him up with himself because he has the same links. He doesn't change.
Yeah. And you're just gonna be doing crazy things.
The reason I think he's better than Cooler, by the way, is because he's just doing a lot more than Cooler. He does everything.
Yeah.
The only thing he doesn't do is support, which kind of sucks. But he does pretty much everything.
Yeah.
In his active skills, like turn 1, you can get it easily.
All right. So next we got Bojack. Like I was saying, I mean, he's very similar to Cooler.
Lord of Slaughter.
But I mean, I like these three that we just mentioned, Cooler, Frieza, and then this Bojack, because of the fact like when they transform, they can just link themselves up with their cells, and they can just be very good.
They have all their links active easily.
Yeah. His team is godly, literally like a top 3 team in the game, at least.
It's top 3. I don't know. I mean that's debatable because like there's Rumble Gods, Fierce Saiyans.
Well, I mean team like.
Leader skill in general?
Not his team, like leader skill.
Oh, then, yeah, maybe. It's pretty good.
Then he's given support like Cooler is. But his support is actually kind of more consistent.
So, yeah, I like his support. The truth was saying this too. I didn't... when I first saw his pass, I didn't realize this. But the fact that his thing just gets stronger and it doesn't support both categories, even though it doesn't support time travelers, it supports one category really well. Like, shout out to the Truth for that. He made a really good point there. I didn't even realize that first. That's actually really, like, it's so much more consistent. So if you can just run full Space Traveler Warriors, and that team is no slouch. That team is no slouch. Because you got LR Jiren on there and LR Tur'S carrying you. And then you got the LR Prime Battle Frieza. You're set. You're set. And then he's supporting. You can put LR Bojack on this team next to him, and Bojack looks like a top 10 LR easy. And then his active skill is it's not that bad. 4 turn in 1 enemy. Like that's not that bad, obviously.
And then his link's
quite simple.
I mean, the worst link there is Coward.
Yeah. If Coward wasn't there and it was like brutal beatdown, whoo, would his links be something else? It would be something else. He'd hit even harder than he hits. Like, but Bojack doesn't hit hard before he transforms, but after he hits very hard.
Yeah. He can hit very hard. Especially because he just raises attack like Cooler. He's raising an attack, and then he also has the LR cell mechanic in his passive. Where is it when he's getting like the additional attack and defense?
Yeah,
per orb.
He needs to get 6 orbs in order to get his full attack and defense. Cell needs to get 8, but.
Yeah,
6 is definitely better.
8 is so crazy. I still don't understand. Why is it?
I don't know. I think they were designing him to run on the Android Cell Saga with Gohan, since Gohan's an orb changer. Rainbow orb changer. That's probably what it was.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy's very good. I mean, we already know his stats. Defense stat is very good. His attack stat is bad.
Yeah, it's very good.
But, you know, his defense stat is good. Alright. I just freaking put them on that. Alright, so here we go. We're on top 3 at this point. Are we on top 3? Yeah, top 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, number 2. We did it. I did this a lot quicker than I thought. Alright. So, we already know these are the 2 that you guys are probably, thought of.
Arguing about.
Yeah, this is the one that people argue about. And we put Gohan as the second best CUR in the game. Just because, I mean, he's very good. So let's just say how good he is first. Let's just look at his stuff. So I mean, he's greatly raising attack and defense forever. 99 turns, forever basically. He has guard, gets key at the start of each turn, He gets attack and defense plus 140, which is a solid number, very solid. And then he's also getting another attack plus 40 when you get hit. Well, one guard is activated. So yeah, when you get hit.
Yeah.
I see that's pretty good.
I remember when I first showcase, we did the showcase in the private server back when you could do that. This man was in that. He was like shooting out like a 3 million attack stat after he got hit with some like a good rotation, a pretty good rotation, and that's pretty good. It's nothing crazy, right? But like I said, it's pretty good. It's better for most transfer minions because when you consider his guard and he's greatly stacking defense.
And his stats are really good.
Yeah, he's very good stats. He's even higher than Kefla in terms of attack. That's crazy. But my issue with him is his links. But I mean, he doesn't need good links necessarily, right? Because we already know how good he is. But his links are very weird. Not gonna lie.
I feel like the main thing that people say with this guy is that the main thing that people argue why this guy's just better, like the best TUR I guess would be his guard. I feel for the most part that's the most like the argument that people.
But there's something I gotta say about that once we get to the number 1 slot.
Yeah. So yeah, like we said, here he's just going crazy. He's getting key at the beginning of the turn, which is very good.
That's good for him because his links are weird.
And then he's getting 158. I mean that's the Gohan number. Well. Not 58, but you want no one wants 58% on a freaking TUR. You're gonna have to do a lot of things to make that actually good. So he's guarding still, and then he's getting another 58 when he gets
hit. For
the
rest of the battle.
Yeah, for the whole rest. Instead of each turn, like before he transformed, where he's only getting 40. And then he's effective against all types when HP is 58% or more on the enemy, or when it's just a Majin Buu on the enemy.
He does have to be facing one enemy though.
Yeah, only one enemy has to be facing.
And his links do change slightly, so he links up really good with the S tier ultimate go on, but nobody runs him. So
yeah, I mean he's getting shocking speed, which is very good.
Yeah, that's
a very good link.
But yeah, so his category is good, but Saviors isn't that great. But Hybrids obviously is really good. That's a really good category. We needed something like this, a good leader.
Yeah.
Now Hybrids is like really good. It's just like you don't find them on the friends list as much as you think. Believe it or not, you don't find any of the Hybrids leaders on there. But he's very good. Like, what does his categories look like? I forgot how many categories. He's got a decent amount of categories. Yeah, he's a good buff for revenge. That category needs buffs all the time. But he's very good. He's a very good unit. Now the last unit I think is just slightly better, in a way. And I think you guys can assume who it is the best, as we think is the best TUR.
Yep, the boy is Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta.
Yeah, the man's whose art won't load on the website.
There we go. Let's go. All right, there we go. So I mean, looking at his passive straight away, it's just attack and defense plus 200%. It's just crazy. Like, what's his stats?
It's higher than higher.
Look at his defense though. It's not even 10k thing. It's almost. It's basically. But his health and attack was actually higher than Gohan. That's crazy. Yeah, I think he has the highest attack for a TUR, without EZAs, counting EZAs, and without equipment. I'm pretty sure he has the highest attack for.
He might.
Either him or Majin Vegeta, but I think it's him. But yeah, he's greatly raising attack and defense for one turn. His team is all right. Shadow Dragon Saga needs a little bit more buffs.
They needed this.
But Grade 8 Power is a very good team. It's limited, but it's very good.
Yeah, with the options you have, I mean, they're all Super Saiyan 4s and like Grade 8s, like. Those units are all good for the most part, especially the Super Saiyan 4 specifically. I mean, we just got that huge hero celebration, so like him and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on the same rotation, with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta supporting him, they both have this high chance to super attack counter. This man shoots out like a 4 million attack stat, super effective against all types, turn 1, over 170k defense, right? This is Rainbow, by the way. And then he greatly raises. That's why. Okay, I said I was gonna talk about this. Gohan has guard, right, and he's greatly stacking. I like that, but what is 175k defense plus greatly raising on Super Saiyan? What does that sound? That sounds like good defense to me.
Yeah, I mean that is pretty good defense.
At that point, is guard really needed?
It's not like in a lot of things, not exactly.
And like I said, he's what's it called? He has the counters, so it gives him an extra defensive type of buff, right? It gives him and he's super effective from the jump, right? We gotta remember that. I feel like the Grade 8 Power category it's probably better than Saviors. I'm just gonna say that. Then you get to his active skill. His active skill is definitely easier said than done. It's a perfect thing for that. Easier said than done. you have to get hit 4 times, but then you minus the enemy's attack by 40%. That's crazy. Then you up your own attack and defense by 40% as well. Then you kind of just shoot out like a 6 million attack stat, and then anyone is blown out of the water. They're just one shot. Like that's just kind of how that works. Like in Super Battle Road, that's a killer. But his links are crazy. The only thing that I have about his links is Saiyan Roar, right?
Yeah, I mean Saiyan Roar would be a good link, but the thing is, what link are you really wanting to change here?
Kamehameha, probably.
I guess you could change Kamehameha.
Yeah, that's probably what you change.
But I mean, all of his links are they're good links nonetheless. Like Shocking Speed, like you said, it's very good. Super Saiyan's very good. Over now Flash is very good. What is that? 3 key now? Like,
yeah, it's 3 key.
And it's like
no, it's always been 3. It's always been 3.
It's always been 3.
Yeah, Tournament Power and Open the Flash have always been 3. It's
probably and then what is it? You get attack and defense stuff. Like what?
Yeah, you probably get like 5-ish%.
Yeah, I forget if it's. I think it's 5%. And then Fierce Battle. I mean, what, like 20% attack and I mean, just attack.
This guy is such a buff for fusions that it's not even funny. Like he's probably gonna be like one of the essential units for like a no item for the fusion stage. So I plan to buy him with coins when he comes back. Hopefully after the anniversary, right? I plan to buy him if I have enough coins by then. So
yeah, I mean, I have him on my account and he's been pretty fun to use. He's probably one of the most used units that I've probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy using him for sure when I get him. Hopefully I'm able to buy him. If I'm not able to buy him, then I'll either wait or I'll probably just go ahead and buy Bojack at that point.
But yeah, nonetheless, it's very good. All right, this was like a 30-minute video. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
So, thank you all for watching. Comment down below, like, you know, tell us what you think about the list. Like, if there's anyone you would change. I know like the bottom of the list could definitely be interchanged with a lot of the characters. But yeah, tell us what you think in the comments or something.
I think the top 5 is kind of just like the only one. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of interchangeable, but like I feel like Cooler is 5. Like I feel like that's like a guarantee. And I feel like the only things you can really change, you could argue Gohan's better than Gogeta, and then you could also argue that Frieza is better than Bojack. Those are the only things I would switch. But it depends. These are just our opinions. That's how these top 10s work, right? These aren't facts. But yeah. That's it. That's a pretty long video, pretty long discussion.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna probably be making a few more top 10s and stuff like that. I was thinking about making a lot, but I might have to cut down and do like make them into more broader categories.
Yeah.
So I can, you know, if they're gonna take this long, I don't know if I want to be doing that every single day or like multiple a day, like 3 a day or something like that. So yeah. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.